Hello there, Dad. Tell me if you can see me. Might as well start a little bit early. We are definitely trying something slightly different. Hey, Mike. So we shall see. That's working. I'm looking on my phone to see what it looks like here. Interesting. So it looks like my dad joined on the phone and should be seeing the vertical mode. And it looks like Mike, you joined on the horizontal, like on a laptop or a tablet mode. So you should be seeing the horizontal mode, which is cool if this works. I'm definitely trying something different. There's a new feature that our beloved... there is a new feature that our beloved Ecamm live streaming software is working. So, you know, the interesting thing is, Old Me, if you go back to my channel and go to the live tab of my channel, you can select either one that you like, and you can select the horizontal one. The live one has the cell phone emoji in the title of the video, and the other one doesn't. It just has a regular name, and that's something that Ecamm does and sets up. I also am not a big fan, Mike, of watching videos in vertical mode, but this is an experiment, and it might really hurt because it might attract all kinds of trolls, because people scrolling through in vertical mode are often just random people who just find you on accident, kind of like shorts. But thanks for joining, Mike. Good to see you, man. Really enjoyed your interview with Pops, one of the best live streams I've seen in a long time. I really like him a lot. I wish I could remember who he reminds me of. He reminds me of somebody familiar, and I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know who it is. So, and Tyler's here. Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Tyler, are you watching on... Well, see, I can look on the two videos and see whose comments. So Tyler must be watching in horizontal mode. That's cool. But I think that if you go back out to the regular channel and go to my channel itself and go to the live tab, you'll see both of them. And you could probably turn your phone like horizontal to watch the regular one. But we'll see if it hurts anything. I don't know. Pops is cool, isn't he? Yeah, so... All right, so we'll keep an eye on things. What time is it? Looks like we got a couple of minutes to go for our little pre-show. To answer your question, let me put the chat on here and see how it shows up. And yeah, it looks pretty nice in vertical mode too, like that. So that's cool. Those of you watching on the cell phone can see his comment down at the bottom, and those of you looking widescreen see it like it always is down at the bottom. So the pre-show is just something I've been doing lately. Tyler, starting a few minutes ahead of my scheduled time. Obviously, you can only do this if you schedule a video for a certain time, but I've just been starting 3 to 5 minutes early a little bit, just to see if anybody wants to join and talk before I get started. I try to remember at the top of the hour to start, so Mike has me on both. That's hilarious. Hello there, Miss Pam. How are you doing? I popped into Mike. Yep, he just changed his name to something too, right? Live stream yesterday, and it was all vertical. He was trying to figure out how to flip back to horizontal, but it didn't work. So I've got both. Right now, hey, CL, you can go to my channel and go to the live tab, and you'll see two entries there. One is a regular winning the week horizontal, and one is the vertical mode with a cell phone emoji in the title. Now, Ecamm lets me stream both. In fact, I can show you a little screenshot here of what it looks like. This on screen here is showing you, it may be harder to see it on the cell phone because it'll be small, but this is what I see in my editing software, and it sort of lets me, let me make that a little smaller for you guys. There we go. It lets me have a setup on the left for people who are in horizontal mode, and the one on the right shows the vertical mode, so I can rearrange the elements on screen and put chat and comments and stuff like that in wherever I want it on screen for vertical mode. So it's, hey, Jen and Tracy, how you guys doing? Glad you made it. So do me a favor, just type a comment in, I don't know how you guys are finding me, right? If you're finding me in vertical mode on a phone, or if you're finding me in horizontal mode on a tablet, Looks like Mike was able to get back into horizontal like he likes. That's cool. So do me a favor, just write the word in the chat, horizontal or vertical. I want to know if you want to see, like, or you can say landscape or portrait. Tell me which mode you're seeing right now. And other than Mike, because Mike has both. That's funny. So Mike says, on my phone, I have you horizontal, and I'm logged into the shorts. Interesting. Yeah, it's going to be unpredictable. It's a brand new feature that just came out, and I'm experimenting with this. So I hope it works out. One thing I'm worried about is it might attract a lot of trolls, because vertical videos tend to attract a lot of trolls. We shall see what happens. So, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Let's do a countdown and get started, because we have a lot to talk about tonight. And I know that every time I say we got a lot to talk about, it seems like I blast through it in 30 minutes and everything's over. But let's do diet sweet tea. That's what it is. And I've got Sally here, and I've got Fern Forest, and I've got Escaping the Suburbs, and I've got Vice Grip Garage here, and another Fern Forest, and another. I got all my stickers. So everybody get a beverage. Grab what you like to drink. I like diet sweet brewed tea from Publix. Hey, Lori, glad you made it. Very good to see you. And Springboard Voice is checking in. You said you just found our channel this week or something, but I'm very glad to see you. And definitely, you can absolutely see the replay. And Brian's here, Tiffany's here, the victims of the recent raid. That was so cool. So let's do our simultaneous sip. All you need is something really good to drink. Fill it up with your favorite beverage. I like tea. Join me now in the dopamine hit of the day, the unparalleled pleasure known as the simultaneous sip, and it starts now. With apologies to Scott Adams, who started that whole thing. Hello there, Elange Surin. I'm curious. I've never seen you here before, so I'm curious. A question for you, Elange Surin. If you don't mind telling me, did you find us in vertical mode or in horizontal mode? Because I'd like to know the answer to that, because I'm trying it in both modes tonight. Looks like if you're logged into the shorts, people in chat can't see your comments. So the way it works, Mike, is people in vertical mode are going to see people in vertical mode's comments. People in horizontal mode are only going to see comments by people in horizontal mode. And I can see them both. I can see them all. So that's cool. Brian and Tiffany, you're in the house. So Rob the Maritimer tried this on his Tuesday, and it didn't work for him. He only managed to stream in one, but he practiced it on Friday, and it worked. So it's working for me. Hey, Daryl, how is it going? Tracy's here. Brian's here. Big D is here. Dad's got 7 Up. Brian, I think you said higher up that he had. Well, let me go back. What did you say you were drinking? I saw it. Hey, Lori. If we get overrun with trolls because of being in vertical mode, I might make you a moderator, Lori. So if your name suddenly turns blue, that's why. Can you block out the chat words? I can do that. Is it blocking things? I can do that. One thing, though, if you're looking on vertical mode, the chat shows up at the bottom, and it kind of fills up the thing. Master Chief Red Team Audio. That's a cool name. How are you doing? Never met you before. So, hey, let's talk about some things. We got a few things to talk about, and I want to get to all of them. So let's just get into the main subject that I told you we would be talking about tonight. By the way, this is what it looks like for me on Ecamm Dual Mode. I will be coming back and looking at the chat periodically if I can. You were curious, you wanted to start live streaming. Awesome. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, Master Chief Red Team Audio, there is a ton of folks in here who have YouTube channels, and we all help each other out with our channels and stuff. So Old Me Living is a great channel to subscribe to. He's in the chat here. Looks like this. He's a great channel to subscribe to talk about how to do YouTube. I highly recommend his channel. And, of course, Rob the Maritimer. We have all that in common. So, I want to talk about my channel identity problem. I have a problem with the channel identity. The problem is, I was in a live stream, this is a couple weeks ago now, the host said he saw the name of my username, Escaping the Suburbs, and he says, "Oh, you mean you just moved to the city? Cool." Which is the opposite of what I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to encourage people to get out into nature and get out of the suburbs into nature. And he thought I meant I'm getting into the city. So, yeah, you guys are getting settled into these different areas and figuring out whether it works on the phone or the live stream. I'm going to have to ignore the chat just for a little bit. And that's not the only time it's happened. It's actually happened more than once since the first time it happened 2 weeks ago. Somebody else in a different live stream I joined randomly said, "Oh, so you want to move to the city. You're getting out of the suburbs and going back to the city." And I realized you guys know that my channel is all about being optimistic and trying to inject some positivity and hope into the world. And I had originally thought, let's do that by encouraging people to get out into nature, which de-stresses people. But I want to cast a wider net and a larger funnel. And I don't only want to attract people who are interested in nature. I really want to attract people who are, for whatever reason, feeling either hopeless or dejected or negative or pessimistic or just like they're stuck in second gear, to use the song. Yes, Brian, we all need our vitamin N. Right. So I just want to give you some background on, well, we got a lot of people joining in here already. Awesome. Can I see how many we got here? I think I can. Yeah, 17. Wow, that's a lot already. So let me give you guys just a little bit of channel history. As you know, a year ago this month, 10 years ago this month, I created this as a motorcycle channel. I called it Amen Moto because my nickname when I played in a band back in the old days was Scotty Amen. And I was still carrying that nickname around. Scotty Amen was my nickname when I played guitar in bands. So I created Amen Moto, naming it after that nickname. And it was a motorcycle-centric channel. I wanted to be like Royal Jordanian, who was really huge at the time. And if you got a motorcycle and you watch YouTube, you might even know who that is. And I had this logo, and I made stickers, and I also made it in blue, and I had a green one, and I had these cool holographic stickers that... It's pretty cool, but that was my identity of the channel for a while. And I also adopted some catchphrases like, "Where are we?" When my friend Hugo rode with us one time, we took him out into Central Florida, and he was riding through the cow pastures and stuff, and he kept yelling. We could all hear each other talking in our helmets, and he kept yelling, "Where are we?" So we kind of captured that as a catchphrase. And then I did something called a backronym. You guys know an acronym is when you have letters that stands for something. Well, a backronym is when you take an existing name and you make up something that the letters stand for. So I decided retroactively that Amen was going to stand for the Allied Motorcycle Entertainment Network. The idea behind that was going to be that multiple people who I was friends with would film videos on their motorcycles and send me the video. I would do the editing and put them on my channel, and we'd have a network. And we had about 8 guys who were shooting videos and sending me the footage, and I love editing. It's like my favorite thing to do. So I was editing all the videos and putting them into this online network that I called the Allied Motorcycle Entertainment Network, which is what I now said that Amen stood for. And that was pretty cool and fun, but I did take a break from that. And let me just get a little rollback for myself on the chat to see if I'm missing anything super important. Hopefully not. Old Me Living, you can log out and log back in. Looks like everybody's getting settled in. Did you find abandoned houses in nature? Once in a while, but that was not the goal. Positivity can be elusive. We need nature and friends. Yes, that's true. Dana says, don't forget to hit the like button or hit the unlike button. Hey, Sally, glad to see you made it. Awesome. Yeah, I saw your biker chick AI video. That was funny. That was cool. Don't be afraid to hit the dislike button. It does the same exact thing as the like button. The only one I know is afraid of it is Pam. So, I wondered the same question. I wondered if it's DARYLL or DARREL. I never know. I just put it like the way you wrote it, DARYL, and hope I'm right, so... He says he's got 2 R's. Okay, we'll try to remember that. 2 R's, because he's really, really cool. Daryl is really, really cool, so he's got 2 R's. Okay. So continuing on in the conversation, we did the motorcycle thing for a while, and I also kind of registered scottauld.com and just pointed it at the motorcycle network and everything else, and that was pretty cool. But it did kind of wind down year and a half to Brian. You can do likes or dislikes, don't care. They have the same effect. Help yourself. The ScottAuld.com was just to grab the name and started saying don't do anything I wouldn't do all the time. So I kind of had that cool logo with the Scottish background there. But when the motorcycle thing kind of wound down, my friend Doug and I had an idea that we were going to change it into something called Getting Auld. Now, as you know, my last name, Auld, is Scottish, and it means old. And so we were going to have this idea of a Getting Old-oriented channel, just talking about what it's like for people who are getting old. Kind of like Mike's got his, Mike's got his channel target audience, people in the fourth quarter of life, as he calls it. And my friend Doug and I, who'd been doing the channel together for 10 years, we're going to do a broader video channel for, older guys, doing whatever older guys do stuff, sitting around in the garage, going to the park, hanging out, doing stuff like that. But that idea really only lasted a couple of weeks. Unfortunately, Doug is extremely busy with a lot of stuff. He's retired from work now, and he's very, very plugged into some charities and some other organizations. The German American Club of the Palm Beaches, it takes a lot of his time. So the Getting Old idea only lasted for about a month or so. So, as you all know, I evolved about a year ago this month into escaping the suburbs and came up with this idea of getting out into nature because I love going to parks, I love going to boat ramps, I love going out to into the wild, going out to the Everglades. And so that's what the channel has been for the last year, encouraging people to have fun in nature, get their vitamin N, get out into the wild. But this is what the logo has been, and I think you have seen maybe once in a while. I also had used this logo that I designed once in a while. So that's just the background history. I wanted you to be aware of that. But I gotta tell you, a month ago I had a long chat with Lori. And Lori, I hope you don't mind me using one of your thumbnails here. I completely stole it right out of your thumbnail library there. Swiped it without your permission, but I think it's a great looking photo. You look really pretty in this, so I know you don't mind. And I kind of want to share highlights. I'm not going to read our text, Lori, don't worry. I'm not going to give away all our secrets. But Lori really encouraged me quite a lot, and I just want to I want to harken back to this conversation with Larry. I got some notes here for myself. I hope she won't mind me paraphrasing a little bit of the things she said to me. But she asked me, do I ever get a nudge, just a little nudge, to pivot the channel slightly? She made a really nice comment, and she said that she thinks that the world needs to hear my voice and that she gets a strong feeling about me, about our channel, about the mission. And she pointed out to me that Rob the Maritimer is trying a different experiment. She's trying an experiment. Why don't I try an experiment? And the experiment that she had was to try a couple of videos still on topic, the positive message, the uplifting and encouraging message, strengthening, comforting, and encouraging people. But it could be sitting in the backyard. It could be driving or whatever, and see how it's received. It can't hurt anything, and just see if people fade away or if people seem to pay attention. She said, now this is a quote, "I bet if you went into your backyard as an example and said, hey, I feel called to talk to you guys about something. I know this is not my usual delivery, but something happened, blah, blah, blah. Here's what's on my heart," whatever. And I wanted to do that, and Lori's conversation with me actually gave me the courage to try it. And so the first result was truck talks. And you guys all really seemed to like the truck talks. It was very well received, where I was just sitting in my car behind the wheel, parked somewhere, talking about whatever I was thinking about. And the thing is, I struggle with not wanting to seem arrogant. I don't want to assume that I've got some special sauce that nobody else has, and that I've got some insight into the universe that everybody else has. I don't want to seem that way. But the thing is, we all have something special. We all have a secret sauce, which is whoever we are. So when Tiffany's live streaming in a field full of pine cones, nobody else can reproduce that. Nobody else can steal that, because that's who she is. And when Lori's sitting either in her kitchen or in her cabin, nobody else can reproduce that or steal that, because that's who she is, right? So why not just be who I am, right? and as Lori said, people will always dim their own light just trying to make it so that other people will shine brighter, but you can shine your own light very bright, and that doesn't cause other people to dim. Rob the Maritimer said, you have to add your own value, and that's who we are. So that value, for most of the people in our community, that value is our personal insight, our personality, our own experiences. The truth is, I do like going out there into the nature, but it would be nice to be free from that as a requirement. I don't want that to be a requirement that I can't make a video until I go out into the Everglades. Pack up my stuff, pack up the car, find a time when I can be away for an hour and a half-hour drive, half-hour video, half-hour back. That really limits when I can make a video, and sometimes things come up. I always have to think of some place to go, and then dealing with people if I get there when it's crowded. And the other thought also is not everyone can escape the suburbs. Not everyone can get out of living in a city or something. And some folks are just stuck where they are, and I want to help them too, right? And it's really not even that big of a pivot, honestly. It's not that big of a pivot to continue doing a strengthening, comforting, and encouragement message of hope and optimism from wherever I am. So it's not necessarily from nature, but it's still me. And as Lori told me, it's still going to be your wisdom, it's going to be your stories, it's still going to be Scott, right? And Lori told me, I feel a shift. There's a shift coming. So to summarize, do you get a nudge to pivot? The world needs your voice. It's your channel. It's your mission. Why not try an experiment? See how it's received. It can't hurt, right? So I did make a decision. It's not a pivot. It's more like a rebirth of the channel. It's a renaming. It's a rebranding. Let's just take a peek at the chat. I have a feeling you're all just picking on each other in a fun way, right? Too old for this. Mike says, I like my coffee black and strong. Yeah, you're not done. If you're still living, if you're not done, what is it? If you're not dead, you're not done. Okay, let's get caught up on the chat here, guy. Hit the thumbs up. Allie made it. Awesome. Glad to see you, lady. How you doing? Feel like I just talked to you. You guys are joking around about the biker chick thing. It's pretty funny. You just be you, Scott. We all want to see real people. Thank you, Brian. That's very good. Excellent. And Tiffany says, great idea. Mike says, I'm not real. My channel is AI. Yes, we all knew that. We know that you're not real. Your truck is fake. Right. Personalities and personal perspective are what's important now. Perfect way to say it, Springboard. By the way, Springboard, if you got something else you want us to call you, if you got a name you want us to call you by, that's cool. Otherwise, I'm going to call you Springboard for short. So we all have our own experience. I don't like the two chats. We can't see with you. That's the downside, isn't it, Mike? Yeah, I agree. I don't think I'm going to do this again. I think that the wide, I'm just not a vertical guy. You know, I'm probably gonna call off this experiment next time because I want you guys all to be in the same room and see each other's chat. That's the real downside. We love hearing at home, Scott. Location doesn't matter. Yeah, so sitting in a truck, etc., that kind of stuff, right? Mike's not real. So unless I put a chat on the screen, you guys who are in the other room can't see it. So like Nana here says, hey, Scott, and if she's in the vertical, she doesn't see all the stuff in the horizontals typing and vice versa. So that's the downside of that. Great transition for the channel. Love the new idea. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the encouragement, okay? So the question then is that for you, almost nothing changes. As a viewer of the channel, almost nothing changes. It's going to be the same message, the same encouragement, the same uplifting, optimistic, you got this, and we're all going to make it, right? So if I were to shift the identity, what do I choose? And some of you already know the answer, right? Fact is, the answer was already decided because about a month ago, or 2 months ago, I rebranded this live stream as the Winning the Week live stream. And there's my answer. My answer is to call the channel Winning the Week instead of Escaping the Suburbs. So I want to share with you, Jen says, I'm watching on my phone and laptop so I can see all the comments. It seems most people are watching from the vertical. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the stats and who came in most on what. I do see some people joining who have never been here before, which is very nice to see. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you in here, buddy. Good to see you. Allie's here. Nana's here. Sally's here. I want to see if I missed anybody who showed up. I hope not. Ah, Jim. We can call you Jim. So Springboard is Jim, everybody. Remember that. Springboard is Jim. All right, cool. So going back to our subject, I did create a little schedule, and I want to walk you through what I'm going to be doing when and when you're going to see names changed, right? So in the past, already done, on April 5th, I changed the handle under the @ sign. This is what shows up. If you see me in other people's live streams and I drop a chat, it became Winning the Week on the 5th, which was, what, last Friday, I guess? 765? I forget what the 5th was, you guys. I guess I could just click right here, and it shows me a calendar. Okay, that was Sunday. Yeah, I think I dropped the idea. Hey, John, good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you made it. We're just talking about a name change, nothing big. So Sunday, I think I dropped the idea in Sally or somebody's live stream and said, maybe it was at the end of Lori's, and I said, what if I change my name? And everybody said I hate it. So, Ali, you say I hate this. I hope you're saying I hate being in two different chats, not the name change. But if you hate the name change, sorry. I don't like everybody being separated into two chat rooms. It kind of segregates the community, which defeats the whole purpose. So if you get a chance, maybe what you might want to do is drop back to my, drop out of it, go to my channel itself, go to the live stream, and just jump into the widescreen one. Oh, you don't like the name of my channel? You hate this? Husbands inspired me so much. What does that mean? Husbands inspired me so much. I hate this. I'm sorry you hate it, Allie. Don't worry. Nothing's really going to change, really. It's just going to be me under a different name, but it's going to be exactly the same content. Husbands inspired me so much. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry you hate it, hon. That's just going to have to be the way it is go. Sorry, sweetie. So I did change the username at the chat because I wanted my closest friends to start getting acclimated and seeing it. The funny thing is, when people started seeing my name in there, they immediately knew who I was because we've been calling the live stream that already. So on the 15th of March, going back almost a month ago, I changed the banner at the top of the page. I think it said "You Got This" or something like that, but I put Winning the Week up at the top of the banner back nearly a month ago. And on the 6th, which was this past Monday, I changed two things. The logo at the top in the banner does not say "Escaping the Suburbs," it says "Winning the Week." And and I'll tell you what, Ali, if you want to continue to not like it, you can call me later and try to change my mind. I will listen to arguments again, and I'm happy to take phone calls and tell me why it's a terrible idea. And then so on 4/6, 2 days ago, I also changed the with Scott Auld to with Scott just to shorten it because I want to probably eventually end up going with that. So today is 4/8, and what I did today this morning is I renamed the actual name of the channel to Escaping the Suburbs, Winning the Week with Scott. And that's what it is as of this morning. Escaping the Suburbs, Winning the Week with Scott. And it will stay that throughout the weekend. So next, and I'm telling you about it. The other thing that's happening is I'm talking about it right now tonight. So what I will do next Monday on the 13th is I will reverse the name order. Instead of being Escaping the Suburbs, Winning the Week with Scott, it will become Winning the Week, Escaping the Suburbs with Scott. So anybody who sees it next Monday will still see Escaping the Suburbs and hopefully still remember who this dude is. That's the idea. That's the plan. And I am going to mention it in every single live stream and every call to action on my video. This is Lori's idea to do this. At the end of my video, when I tell everybody I'd love to see you in the live stream, I'll also mention what's happening in there. In every single video and every single live stream, we'll talk about it. Thanks, Jim. Nice talking to you. I'm sorry you got to run off and go. You can always watch the replay for sure. And then on May 1st, it will just fully become Winning the Week with Scott. That will be the name on May 1st. So I'll just leave it this way for a good 2.5 weeks or so. And I'll just keep talking about it in every video and mentioning it. So May 1st, it'll become just winning the week with Scott, and you won't see escaping the suburbs anywhere unless I mention it verbally or something. Now, some of you guys have stickers and magnets that say escaping the suburbs. Those are going to be collector's items. Those are vintage OG collector's items. And I'm also going to be creating new magnets and new stickers. And those of you who I have sent stickers and magnets to already, I will be mailing you new ones as well. You don't have to do anything. I have your name and your address saved, and I will be doing that. But I want to reiterate, the most important thing I want to reiterate to you is that nothing changes for you. It's going to be the same kind of videos, same topic. I'm not changing. I'm just changing the name. I'm not changing. It's the same guy, the same optimism, and I'll probably be filming from more locations. Let me get caught up. I bet if I had to predict in here, Allie's upset. Let's see. I was enjoying your secret beverage, but very proud of you using authentic glass. What does that mean? What's the secret beverage? Maybe you're talking to somebody else. Nana's here. I don't hate you, but I hate the change. I hate change. All right, call me later. Don't worry, Allie. We'll talk you down off the ledge. Been thinking about poor Daryl running up those steps and recreating that Rocky scene and then realizing it didn't get recorded. Oh my gosh. That would be so bad. Oh no. Thumbnail stayed the same. It helped. That was an accident. That's so terrible. I hate to hear that. Perlman is in Allie's camp. He doesn't like change either. I never see your banner. Yeah, most people aren't ever going to see the banner. Very few people are going to actually come to the channel and see the banner. Maybe you need to go back. That'd be funny. I will hear what you have to say, but I still hate it. I know you do. That's okay. You're allowed to hate it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. But it looks like Tiffany gave you a hug to help you through the transition. Daryl's okay with it. Someday I'll do it again and make sure it's filmed. Yeah, the Rocky Run. They live real close in Pittsburgh. Real close to that. Bye, Jim. CL is okay with my schedule. I gotta not tell stories anymore on my live. Sally need to wake up extra early. Man, she's in Alberta time, so I think it's sunrise with Sally at 6 a.m. for Pam. We like your stories. I like Pam's stories for humans. I guess I hate you too, Lori. Just kidding. This sucks. We love stories. You guys are funny. Am I going to get caught up on the chat? I'm really glad you're not an overthinker, he said sarcastically. Go film at Publix. That's a good idea. Yeah. Actually, some of my truck talks have been at the parking lot at Publix before I went inside. So little do you know, you're on the same wavelength. I'm on this laptop and I can't see people. Brian are saying, yeah, see, this is the problem with this dual mode, where people are in vertical and people are in horizontal. Not seeing each other's comments is no bueno, so I'm not going to do that any good. Nope. A black and tan, that's the way to go. Have the war on Iran affected the cost of living and prices? I guess that depends on where you live, right? Okay, let's wrap this subject up. Let's talk about this. I also am going to make sure that I go back to the basics. When it comes to creating a YouTube channel, there's some things that you need to decide for your channel, and I'm not changing these just to help Allie understand everything. Okay, so, but it's important to understand the why of your channel and what you're doing. So, for example, the niche of this channel remains the same: hope, optimism, encouragement, and comfort for people who need it. The audience, the people I'm reaching, people on my target, the Comeback Club, is regular people who feel stuck in, I love this phrase, stuck in second gear. People who are living lives of quiet desperation. For the literary among you, my audience is for people who are dejected and desperate, and I'm trying to help them out of that. I'm trying to get them through that. The mission of the channel has not changed. Reframing despair into optimism. I'm going to plant my flag of positive messaging where it can be seen, and I'm going to help as many people as possible, and all of us are going to change the world. All of us are. We're all going to make it. And as I always say, you got this, right? So, Let me see if we can help Allie through the. Let's see if we can help Allie through the transition. She does not like change. Is it? Oh, that's right, CL. You're in Central Time Zone as well. So you're usually late for the sunrise too, right? Yeah. Understood. Brian says, great channel, but nobody can see him commenting if he's not in the same room. Tiny Lion Gaming, how's it going? Rejects, don't know what you're replying to. Let's change it to 6. You're going to change it an hour earlier, Sally, so that people really can't find you? Yeah. Plant the flag, brother. You feel like you're rejected, but I like it that way. Jesus said when they hate you, remember they hated him first. That's true. You are participating in his suffering, for sure. Good way to put it. But I don't want people to feel rejected. I want people to feel unrejected, and I want people to feel encouraged and lifted up. Nana says, I love change. Hey, well, not everybody does, I'll tell you that. I actually do thrive on change personally. I like change as well. I see it the same way that CL does, which is that change means progress usually, but it doesn't always, not always. So for some people, they're not a fan of it. But I understand that too, you know. Oh, there's not going to be a sunrise with Sally tomorrow? Okay, well, that's good to know. Thank you for telling us that. We do need to know that. Yeah, so that's the plan. It is eventually going to change. Allie, if you think about it, what that means is you get new stickers and new magnets, and your original sticker becomes a vintage, highly valuable and highly sought after because you are in the OG. So... No, you don't have to say that, Allie. You shouldn't say you shouldn't have questioned. You are 100% free to not like something. And you are definitely 100% within your rights to not like change. And you don't have to like the idea at all. You can be against it. Mike says, when you're 82, change isn't that exciting. If I change my socks, that's a good day. That's funny. Yeah, without Sunrise of Sally, everybody's whole day is going to be gone. But think about this, Yvonne, you can go live earlier now. Change isn't easy, but sometimes you need it. She says you're a good sweetie, but you know... who? Oh, you're talking to Allie. You're a good sweetie. She's going to be just fine. OG Sticker Club, that's it. Yep. You'll survive, Yvonne, without Sally? Nope, there's no surviving without... Sally and Daryl. Well, I will still promote you no matter what your name is because you are because of your age. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate you appreciating that. I don't know if that's 100% true, but sometimes the gray beard fools people, and I'll just roll with it and go along with it. Perhaps it wasn't. Hey there, Just Like Tree 27 Studio. Perhaps it wasn't beauty that killed the beast from within, but the love, the tender kind that bears all things, even the monsters, the kind that softens the sharpest edges, even if it comes too late. Reminds me of my favorite movie, which is King Kong. It was beauty that killed the beast. Just be you. We love real. Express it. I am definitely trying, guys. The main thing is, think about it this way, Allie. If I focus overly on trying to encourage people to be optimistic and see the positive side of life, and I can only do that through the lens of getting out in nature, it's a narrower subset of people that I can reach. And that doesn't mean that I don't want people to get out in nature, because I'm going to continue to encourage people to do that, because Green Spaces has a positive... Vitamin N, as Tiffany and Brian call it, has a positive psychological effect on people when their eyes are hit with green objects, the nature, the trees, the grass. It helps people. So you can see I like green. But by the way, Mike, how do you like my sticker and my shirt? Me and Mike are Vice Grip fans. But the thing is, Allie, by being able to stop focusing only on catching people who are interested in nature, I'll just catch anybody, regardless where they are in life, when they're down. That's what I want to do. I want to widen the funnel and capture more people of interest and more people on topic and cast a wider net. So instead of limiting myself to people who like nature already, which is how people were finding the channel before, this is a lot more people we're going to reach, and this is a lot more potential friends for Allie to make friends with. And I won't be doing this dual mode anymore, so we'll all be back in the same room again next time. So, would you rather escape or win? That's a funny way to put it. Escaping the suburbs versus winning the week. The thing about the questions like these dichotomies, Mike, is the right answer is why not both, right? You can still escape the suburbs and win the week. So I like your argument, but the argument against it writes itself, which is why not both, right? Let's see here. Am I missing anything? Absolutely, we need nature, says Just Like Tree 27 Studio. If you have something else you want me to call you besides Just Like Tree 27 Studio, feel free to drop your name in the chat. We're all friends here, and you are definitely welcome. So let's see if I'm missing anything in the chat. She says gosh, but I don't know who she's saying gosh to. So gosh. We need nature. Vitamin N. It does help out a lot. Yes, it does. I noticed that. Very nice. What are you saying you noticed? You guys who put these comments in here with half a sentence, I don't know who you're talking to. That's a great point, Mike. Old me living. Yeah, it is a good point. Yep. Escape what and win what? He's talking about escaping the suburbs, the old name, versus winning the week, the new name. All right, Dad says, I thought I was probably the oldest here, but I see that you're a year up on me. I'll be 81 later this year. I used to love change when I was younger, loved change, but now not so much. Yeah, how about that? Mike and my dad could be brothers. They're a year apart. What is the last book I read? If you mean the last book that I looked at with my eyeballs, it's on my Kindle, and it's currently about the millionth time through Lord of the Rings. The last book that I read for the first time ever would be Reframe Your Brain by Scott Adams. So that's the last book I read for the first time ever. Good question. Just like Tree 27 Studio, until you tell us a different name. I can capture those people with my smile. Just be me. Hey, have you seen me lately? You sure can, 100%. Win the week for the win. Win and escape. Yeah, that's what we'll name it. We'll name it win and escape. You are winning the week if you are escaping the suburbs. Come on, people. Yep. You can call me and tell me I'm wrong, Allie. No problem. As soon as the live stream's over, I know my phone will be ringing. You're wrong. This is terrible. I hate this. No, I'm not going to do this. I know, Dana. I don't like this dual chat thing. I like the dual mode of sending out a wide version and a vertical, horizontal and vertical, but I don't like you guys are being separated into two chat rooms and can't see each other. That's the worst idea they ever had. It's terrible. You're missing your face. No, your face is missing your face. You like Tolkien? Very good. He is my favorite author. My favorite book is J.R.R. Tolkien, but my favorite book is The Silmarillion, which I wish more people would read. More people who have read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, I wish they would go back and read The Silmarillion, but it's very different. It is very different. Let's see here. Perlman is with Allie. I think it was old. The old name was a better name. Yeah, I know you even said that on Lori's when I threw the idea out at Lori's. I said I might change the hashtag, not the hashtag, but the @ sign, the handle. You were against it then too, so that's okay. Everybody's 100% allowed to not like it. I'm definitely winning the week. I feel more healthier. Well, Mike, you are healthier than ever, man. Ever since your trip to the hospital, you came out and paying attention to what you eat, threw away all the junk you had, started paying attention to your sodium especially, which is great. And I could tell from you in your videos, that you have a little bit of extra spring in your step. So the Guinness is what's making her feisty. That's funny. I was very competitive back in my younger days. I want to win. Even husband and wife separated. I know. They got you guys in two separate rooms. Not cool. Ah, the Selmarine. He says, the what? The Selmarine? What? What's the Selmarine? Okay, so the book, Brian, is called The Silmarillion. I'll show you something. I'm going to pull a Daniel, but I probably won't go out of frame. Pulling a Daniel. So it's this. It is, let's see how well this shows up on camera. The Silmarillion. This happens to be a first edition. I have a first edition of the Silmarillion. Very cool. And Tolkien had been writing it since the publication of The Lord of the Rings in the 50s. Truth be told, some of the stories in the Silmarillion, which is a collection of stories, is not a single story to be read front to back. It is a collection of stories. It's got a map in the back, which is nice. It's a collection of stories that take place some thousands of years before The Lord of the Rings. It tells the story of the creation of the elves, talks about the creation of the dwarves. It tells how men came into Middle-earth, talks about the big bad guy that was like Sauron's boss, and it's a collection of stories. And some of those stories he had actually been writing since the 19-teens, and he had been writing them and rewriting them and rewriting them and rewriting them. And after he published The Lord of the Rings, he started really heavily working on finishing those stories and getting it all wrapped up. He had almost everything completed, but after his death in 1972, his son spent the next 5 years gathering the papers, in some cases making a decision between different drafts that were slightly different and somewhat different, making a decision which one was going to be the final one, trying his best to understand which version his father preferred as the final version. And he published the Silmarillion 5 years after the death of his father. He calls himself the editor of it, not the author of it. But it's great reading, and it's my favorite Tolkien book. Now, his son Christopher, after he published that, then spent the next 30 years documenting the process that he followed in compiling the Silmarillion and giving us early drafts of The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and every single story ever written. And that's called The History of Middle-earth, which is something like 11 or 12 books published over 30 years. That's the really humongous books in the far corner. Probably can't see them. My fingers are pointing to them right here. That's The History of Middle-earth. They're gigantic volumes, and they're huge, but that's really cool. Hey, Geraldine. Look at this. Geraldine dropping in saying it's her favorite Tolkien book, too. I didn't know you were here. You snuck in, lady. Good to see you. I wonder if Geraldine's on a mobile version. She probably sees vertical mode. Okay, so let's just roll back and look at the chat and see what I'm missing. It must be the Guinness, your face. I saw that one. You guys can't see each other's chats, which is not cool. Did you see the books in my stack in my last video? They're all Tolkien. Wow, I did not see that stack. I'm going to have to go back and look at the books and see what they are. Yeah, I know. It stinks that you guys can't see each other's chat. Just because I don't like change doesn't mean I have permission to change, but gosh, it's keeping the suburbs cool. Can you talk about this goat raid? The goat raid was crazy. Thank you, Pam, for spelling it out. Silmarillion, that's what it is. The goat raid, just for those who don't know what the goat raid is, Brian and Tiffany's channel got hit last night with 400 or 500 people who dropped in all at once to bomb their comments and subscribe. And they got a love bomb of people typing encouraging, loving messages and emojis. And the chat was going by so fast nobody could even read it. And for a good 10 minutes or so, they got nothing but love, encouragement, and effervescence from the chat. And there's a group called the Goat Raid. And the Goat Raid are people, a group of people who decide whose channel is next. And they just hit it out of nowhere. And you get swarmed with comments, the Goat Raid's here, and we love you, and you're awesome, and all these cool hearts and everything. It's crazy. And Brian and Tiffany's channel jumped up to like 1,100 subscribers or something crazy, you know. Super crazy. By the way, I did turn on the other camera. Let's see if that's working. Hello. But I have no reason to use it, so we won't really do anything with that. But it's nice to have 2 cameras, right? So that's what the goat raid is, to answer your question. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. That is Bilbo Baggins's poem about Strider, which he angrily quotes to defend Strider's honor at the Council of Elrond, at the beginning of Book 2. Geraldine is here. That's awesomeness. Yeah, first edition is cool. I'm super fortunate to have found that. Yep. What's this new devilry? I'm on my laptop for once and I see a phone format. That stinks. You got to, well, see, you can go back to my channel, go to the live tab and find the other live stream. It's like it made 2 streams, one for horizontal, one for vertical. It's an experiment, a new feature. I'm not doing it again because it separates the community into 2 different groups, and I don't like that. I like you guys all be in one group so you can talk to each other. So we won't do this new devilry anymore. The only first... Oh, you have a first edition Huck Finn. Wow, that is awesome. Super cool. Yeah, Pam, very cool. It's so cool. Man, a first edition Hobbit, by the way, I think it recently sold for $50,000 or something like that. Super crazy. Yeah, give it a read. If you can find a copy, Brian, the Silmarillion, you can get a paperback for like $10 or something on Amazon. Get a used Silmarillion or something. It is neat. Geraldine says it's her favorite. Yeah, he was asking about your raid and what are those people, right? Where did I acquire the first edition? I got the first edition on eBay. I saw it. I have a... I don't know if you guys know this, but if you search for something in Google and the results come up, you can save that search as an alert, and then it'll tell you when things come up with those like new results. So I have a Google search alert for Tolkien, Silmarillion, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, new edition, stuff like that, and it spots any mention. I've got a bunch of those. Got one for my town. I've got one for my street. Got one for some people in my city. So whenever something like that hits the news, I get a news alert. And I had one for Silmarillion. It came up on eBay. It was not expensive. It was like under $50 for a first edition. Nobody knows what the Silmarillion is. That's why. Apparently, me, Pam, Geraldine, and my dad know what it is. Yes, Brian. Yep. Oh, look at all the green hearts. It's almost like there's a goat raid going on in here. You have to search Goat Raiders. Yeah, if you guys search Goat Raiders, it's pretty crazy. I never heard of Tuber Chat. Is that another one? Cool. All right, Geraldine found her way into the good live, and then she found all the people in all the chat. Yeah, so crazy. So many subs in a few minutes. That's awesome. And guess what, everybody? It looks like somebody just boxed us with a super chat. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Just like Tree 27 Studio, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. That was so nice of you and so kind of you. You have a first edition of The Hobbit? Are you serious? Allie, you pay off your house with that. You have a first edition Hobbit? Get out. You do not. You're going to have to text me a picture of that. I don't believe you. That's like unobtainium. If you really do, that's amazing. That'll be the coolest first edition of anybody I know personally if you do. It's no bad thing celebrating a simple life, she says. Correct. Huck Finn, yeah, that would be so cool. Not selling yours, no doubt. Man, if you really have a first edition Hobbit, you got it from your uncle? Oh my gosh, I believe you. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Goat Raid, spreading love to small channels. They just show up and it's crazy. But there's money on the other chat. Yeah, that was nice. The super chat, I appreciate that. Thank you. But only some of you saw it. The ones who are in the other chat didn't see it. But I see both. That's the interesting thing, Geraldine, is if you want to see, I'll show you what it looks like for me. When I turn on this mode right here, you can see my eCam, and this is my eCam screen, and you can see it's a right-hand side is the vertical mode, and the left-hand side is my horizontal mode, right? So if I go to oh, let's do this first. If we go to this view, you can see that it shows this screen. If I go to this view, you can see that it sets this screen up, right? So I'll turn off that mode because it kind of screws with everything, but that's what it does. It's kind of weird. Graciella's here. I don't know if she's in the vertical chat or the horizontal chat, and I don't even know which one has all the people in it, but it separated us into two different groups of people who can't see each other's chat. So, Graciella, I'm so glad you made it. Thank you for showing up. Very good. We're not going to be doing this dual thing anymore. Laser show. We've got a new member. Not really. I don't really have a new member at the moment, but I'm just giving Brian... Just giving him the laser show because I know he loves it. Mike and all. G'day, mates. From, where is it? Melbourne, I think? I think you're in Melbourne, not Sydney. Am I right? No, you're in Sydney. I'm going to go with Melbourne. Go with your gut. I think you're in Melbourne. I know you're not in Canberra. Hello, Gracie. Good to see you. How is Australia? I hope you're up and dancing for your new day. Let's see. What is it there? I bet you it is... Gotta be early morning. I'm going to say it's probably 6 or 7 in the morning for Graciella, right? I feel right. Let's see. I feel I'm on Discord again. So much going on. That was really cool. Earlier today we had a Tolkien Society meeting, and Geraldine missed it, unfortunately, but our friend Adam gave a really cool talk on, was the one ring in the Lord of the Rings real gold or like gold? Because there's arguments for both. Like, is it described as golden or like gold, or was it really made out of actual gold? It was an interesting talk. I had a neat time in there. That was fun. Mike, oh my gosh, it's warm again. Sun is shining. Just slowly walked into the garden and got 6 tomatoes, 7 figs, and 1 lemon. Man, you are living the life, Graciella. Goodness gracious. It was neat watching the replays where you set everything up. Oh, yeah, when I set up the dual mode, that was kind of cool. I just don't like it splitting you guys up into 2 chat rooms. No, not cool. You're in so much pain. Everybody pray for Graciella. She's not feeling good. She can't dance. Graciella, we are praying for you then. You got to be dancing. You like that laser show? That was just for you, Brian. Melbourne, no. Sydney, no way. Warm here today. So wait, if it's Melbourne, no. Sydney, no. Which one is it? I can't tell from that if it's no to Melbourne and no to Sydney, but I know you're not in Canberra. The hats look like Easter eggs. You're in Easter mode? My hats behind me do? That's funny. We might as well throw on a hat. Actually, let's be fun. Let's wear... There we go. There's a hat. Styling. I'm telling you, it's styling. Easter eggs, she says. I am so sorry, Gracie. We are praying for you. Oh, I'm not in the vertical. 2 chat rooms is crazy. Yeah, it is nuts. She's in Melbourne. She's in Melbourne. Okay. So thank you for clarifying that. Brian loved the laser show. Good. Let's take another sip before I lose my voice. Look at this. I got Sally D in the house. I got Fern Forest. I got Vice Grip Garage, who I personally think is my favorite YouTube channel on all of YouTube. I was thinking about that today. I think Vice Grip Garage is my favorite channel in all of YouTube. Mike, I thought you might like that hat. My wife got this for me. She knew I like this style of hat, this kind of scally. It's made by our friends at Boston Scally. But she also knew that I like camouflage, specifically the M81 Woodland Camo variant of camouflage. So it's one of my favorites. So wife did good when she picked this one out for me. But the problem is then I became aware of this company. And once I became aware of Boston Scally, I started going to their website, and you see the problem with that. Yes, sir, Mr. Logan. You're going out.
I'm going out.
You're wearing a t-shirt that says West Coast, California.
Never been.
I have to tell you, we are on the East Coast.
Yeah, I've never been.
We are in Florida. You're going out. You going out with Sam?
Yeah, going to the gym.
Going to the gym.
Yeah.
Pumping it up. Don't skip leg day.
Always. Every day. Every day is chest day.
Good. Have fun. See you later. My dad says, take your hat off. The top of your head disappeared. I can't see the top of your head. It's invisible now. That's funny. I used to, every once in a while, I'd wear a camouflage jacket when motorcycling, and Doug said that was a terrible idea because now I was invisible and the cars couldn't see me. After my femur reconstruction surgery with DHS screws and cadaver bone graft 1 month ago, now broken tendon 4 injured, so they need to surgically attach it back. But I'm chilled AF ATM. Wow, Graciela, you were in a rough spot. We are definitely going to be praying for that. Hey, Scott and everyone, says Tyler. I want to ask a question. By the way, I enjoyed your live stream earlier today with you young boy, Mr. Brooks. What content would you like me to make? I'm having a hard time right now finding some content. Good question. I don't know. What I think you could do is look at your channel and see which videos people liked. And you don't have to copy that and duplicate it, but use that as inspiration. What channel, what videos did you do that really took off and people seem to appreciate? That's a hint to what your audience likes. As Rob the Maritimer says, YouTube doesn't push videos out. It shows videos to people and they choose to click or not. So look at what people chose to watch on your channel last time when you put out videos. Look at your current videos, see what people liked. Now, I'm not a YouTube coach. I'm not a YouTube guru. I'm not doing it that right because I don't have that many subscribers and I only get like under 100 views on most of my videos. So I'm probably the last person to be giving out advice. But I think the standard, what would you call it? I think that the received wisdom, the conventional wisdom, is to look at your channel and see what videos people liked and then double down on that. Don't be afraid to make multiple videos sort of revolving around the same sort of idea there, you know. Geraldine says, nope, I missed it. Sorry. I feel sorry for the vertical chat. Everyone is horizontal. I love the hair and beard. Good day to your beautiful wife, Logan. Hello. Yep. Logan is off. And Mrs., we're going to have to come up with a new name for her. She can still be Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs. She can still be Mitz. She should be home pretty soon. It's about time for her to get home. Pump it up, he says. Tennessee's here. Yep. Hi, Logan. Yes, I knew what you meant. Nobody is in my chat. Listen, Tiffany, you're just going to have to leave that chat, leave that live stream, go back to my channel, and then click into the one where everybody is so we can all be together. That's what we should do. I should actually go just disable the other one. That would be the way to do it. Can you guys do me a favor? I want to see which one. Okay, so Jen just told me the answer. Horizontal says 15 watching. Vertical says 2 watching. I should just go turn off the vertical or the vertical one. I should go turn off the vertical right now so that it doesn't. But I don't want to kick anybody out. It just means you can't see anybody talking. Geraldine and Tiffany are the only two in there, I think. Your snowstorm camping and your son and you fishing both got over 2,000 views. Okay, so you can't generate a snowstorm again, but what you could do is, if you wanted to, you don't have to do this, just ideas, do another camping video that centers around some weird situation to be in, like stealth camping or camping in a place you've never been before, maybe exploring a campsite you've never ever visited, or camping without a tent, just another camping, but camping with something, fill in the blank, you know. Maybe you could do something like that. Just trying to give you ideas. I don't know. Brian's phone is full of chats. Yep. 11 months ago, phone is playing up, doesn't want to type. Let's see here. My snowstorm. Oh, I read that one. Horizontal has 7 likes. Vertical has 9. No thumbs down? Well, how do you know there's no thumbs down? It could be that there was 10 likes and 3 thumbs downs, which would make 7. And maybe you're seeing 7 likes because there was 10 likes and then 3 negatives. That's how it works. You can't see the negatives. You can just see the total difference between the positives and the negatives. 17 on the phone, 2 watching on Tiff's PC. And according to Ecamm, there's 19 watching. So that makes sense. Yeah. And Tiffany says, thank you, Geraldine, for watching with me. Lori's in both. That's funny. So Lori's in both there with everybody. Lori, I want to make you a mod while we... I think the only way you can make somebody a mod is in a live stream when they're there. So let me see if I can do that. I need you to be a moderator in case things get crazy out of hand or whatever. Lori, I'm making you a mod. Like it or not, too bad. You're recruited to duty. So, just in case, I don't think we ever have any major danger of some kind of crazy person coming in and scrolling, but I sometimes get behind on the chat, and the only way I can make you a mod is during a live stream when you're in there. So, I think I did it. Yeah, I did it. I made you a moderator. So you should be showing up as blue, I think. Just in case. You never know, because I get behind on the chat, and I wouldn't know if some fool came in here was acting retarded. Don't say that word. Acting dumb. That's what I meant to say. Somebody came in and was acting dumb, and need somebody like Lori who can put a stop to it. Don't forget the thumbs up, guys, or the thumbs down. For all you know, maybe they did. Maybe everybody here has done thumbs up or thumbs down, and it all canceled each other out. Maybe. You never know, right? Lori has the power. Right. Exactly, or down. Hey, CL, my videos are for you. I will get some videos out more about the scenery for sure. That would be cool. She says, I like the fishing, Tyler, but I may not be your regular viewer because I'm there for you in the scenery. My channel is equal parts watching my friends and favorite artists. Lori and I were talking the other day about how many people who watch our videos are also people who make videos, and so much of our community is YouTubers. We kind of have attracted, all of us have kind of attracted a mutual friendship of YouTubers. Now what happens is eventually when we all of us got 10,000 subscribers, the people who were here first, this community of YouTubers who help each other out, we're going to be like the core OG friends. And all these other 20,000 people subscribing to all of our channels are going to be the latecomers, and they're going to wonder why we're all such good friends and how we all know each other. It's because we were here first. Coming back from the chemist at 8:30 last night, by the way, I think that's what they call a pharmacist. Last night I saw a huge fox. I stopped the car. He crossed the road, stopped, and looked at me for so long as I take my phone, and he wiggled his tail and laughed. No video. Do you guys know about the thinking fox in the Lord of the Rings? There was a character known as the Thinking Fox in the Lord of the Rings. They found him in the early chapters when the hobbits were walking across the Shire early on. The fox saw them and thought about them. I know Geraldine knows the Thinking Fox. I want to do more hiking videos. Well, there you go. There's your answer. You don't have to ask us what we want you to do. Do what you want to do, and the people who like your videos will show up. You don't have to think, what do I have to make that other people will like? You need to make what you like, and then there are people out there who will like anything. No matter what you pick, there's people out there who will find your videos and like them, whatever they are. You are a fun guy. You'll find your audience, and your audience will find you. Look at this. Me and Lori giving the same advice. I didn't even know she said that. You do what you like and what you love. If you like hiking, then do it. Don't do it because you want to attract people who like hiking. Do it if you like hiking. And I love hiking. But remember that live stream where we decided whether or not I was hiking or just going for a walk? But if you do a video about whatever it is you like, then those people will find you. Not the other way around. Don't try to think about what people like and make videos for that. That won't work. Make videos that you like making, and then the right people will find you. They will find you, bud. You're really comfortable around the camera. You sat there with that live stream talking to the camera all night. There will be an answer. Let it be. Allie, what if I told you I don't like the Beatles? Are we still friends? Would we still be friends? Would all of you guys unsubscribe to me if I said I don't like the Beatles? Boy, wouldn't that be a great way to trash your channel and say I don't like the Beatles and everybody unsubscribes and you lose all your viewers? That would be hilarious, right? That would never happen. That would never happen, I'm sure. Rhonda's live just ended. Oh, Entreaty ended. Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's okay that me and Rhonda have a live stream at the same time because we don't have a huge overlap in audience. We're not really trying to reach the same people for the most part. I think the people who are mutually subscribed to me and Rhonda, because she's got a great channel and a great message, but I think the people who are mutually subscribed to us are so because we're also subscribe to a third person, be it Sally or Lori or Yvonne or somebody like that, you know. I have a feeling that there's not that much overlap between our two channels, so it's okay that we're both live streaming at the same time, because if there are people who want to see both, they can go to the one they like to watch live and watch the other one in replay. They can always watch the replay. So your face is attractive. Man, Allie, you need to, whatever it is you did tonight to get yourself so riled up, I hope you do it every day. You need to be this riled up every day because, listen, when I talked to you on the phone earlier today, you were hyper, which is awesome, and you need to be hyper all the time. Diet sweet brewed tea from Publix. Man, so good. You know I'm right. OG friends for life. Wait, now who's Kimberly? Is Kimberly spouse wife? Because if that's true, I didn't know your real name. Somebody tell me in the chat right now. Is spouse wife Kimberly or is somebody else Kimberly that I didn't notice? Who's Kim? Kimberly. Is that? Tell me right now. Right now. Right now. Well, yes, Dad. You met the Beatles, and I don't dare tell you that I don't like them because you met them, and you even got to ask a question to Paul McCartney. So I would never dare telling you that I didn't like the Beatles. Never. I love spending time with kids. I love learning new things, and I actually get better at it. I can't believe I'm doing YouTube and camped in the snow. Right. Maybe your YouTube channel just needs to be about being a dad. Since you love spending time with your kids, maybe your channel really is about, and camping is part of it, and hiking with them, and fishing is part of it. But it doesn't have to be outdoors. Maybe you make a video taking them to McDonald's. Maybe you make a video, since you like putting your kids in your video anyway, and you're not afraid to show your kids on camera, which some people don't do. Why don't you just make your channel be about being a dad? That would be pretty cool. It could be the Tennessee Dad. You don't have to change the name, because that would get Allie really upset. She would freak out if two people changed their name. OMG, that would be bad. Allie knows the fox. She knows who the thinking fox is. He thought to himself, that's mighty peculiar. Hobbits sleeping out of doors. Never seen that. I wonder what they're up to. But he never did find out. My face is the fox. Are you a hiker, Scott? Let's have a conversation about that. Let's decide, am I really hiking or am I just going for a walk outside? What makes it a hike? How do you know you're hiking? Maybe you're just walking out in nature and it's not really a hike. Do you have to have a backpack for it to be a hike? No, Brian. Tiffany. No, we are not going to rehash that. It's hard for me to know if it's Brian or Tiffany because their pictures look too similar and I don't know who's who. So I don't always glance at the name too quickly. Did you guys answer my question about Kim? Let me see here. Kimberly. I don't see Kimberly's spousal wifey, but hello if you're there. Yeah, Mike, it's because she's in a different chat from us, probably. We got separated into two chat rooms, and I don't like it. I paint what I want to paint. I eat what I want to eat. I like what I want to like. And I hate name changes that I want to hate. I like this Bucky's I like this Bucky's username. And I get what you're doing with your username there. Your picture is funny. Your picture is funny, but I get what you're doing with your username there. It's not lost on us. Thank you so much, Nature. Just trying to get ideas for content. Talk about being a dad and how you take your son fishing and how it's grown a bond. Talk from your heart. You know, you were sharing with me how important it is for you, Tyler, to be a good dad and how important it is for you to be part of their life. I think that's the kind of thing you should be talking about, because that's when you really got on fire, as you were talking about how important it is for you to be in their life and be there for them. Man, that's what you were really passionate about. That's where your personality really came alive. So, dude, make videos about that. Okay, so you're Kimberly. I did not know that was your name. That's cool. Good to know. Music is a choice, same as all things. The Beatles were brilliant. True. I listened to such diverse musical styles, from metal to going to the opera. Awesome. I like both of those. And the Beatles were extremely brilliant. There's no denying the musical genius of those gentlemen. Doesn't mean I like it. And then Geraldine wants to know the story. So my dad says, back in 1965, I sat less than 10 feet from Paul in a press conference. The other three were sitting beside Paul. Yeah, he got to be in the media in the room with the Beatles. Cool thing is, I actually found what I think is on YouTube, that press conference, and I'm pretty sure we saw my dad. You can tell me, Dad, if you think I'm wrong, but it sure looked like a young you standing there. You were holding a camera, which you said you didn't remember holding one. But what am I missing here? I like shouting at rocks. It's because they don't shout back. Cool. Okay. You do you, TB. I'm going to call you TB unless you give us a different name. If you give us a different name that you'd rather be called besides TB, I'll call you that. Feel free to tell us your name. We're all friends here. Or it's a very friendly chat. Thank you, Mimi. I think you like the beard. I like the beard too. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat. I don't see Kimberly spouse. Oh, we already said that. Sorry. Tyler, family-oriented material is so important. Tyler, I don't know if you've seen my post today, but basically same video, almost the same thumbnail, but one video got extremely high views and the other one barely got any. I don't know what that's all about. It's just the way it goes, buddy. Just the way it goes. You can't reproduce 100% the same video. You can't try to reproduce. You can just make something that's adjacent. Because, YouTube shows videos to people, and if they click on it, they click on it. If they like what they see as your thumbnail and your title, they try it. And if a lot of people click on it, YouTube shows it to more people, But if you make something looks too similar to what they've already seen, people might think they've already seen a video. I think that's the danger of duplicating thumbnails and titles, is people don't know if they've already seen a video. We kind of need something unique to generate some curiosity. Feel the same way. I cannot believe I managed to start a YouTube channel. You did it, and you're doing it, and it's awesome. What are you saying no to? What are you saying? She's cracking me up. It is your tomorrow. No. Allie, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what Allie's doing. Being a dad was something I didn't know I would be, Lori, and here I am. Well, I guess most people probably get into it that way. Yep. If you see a gator, is it a hike? Or does it become a nature journey? If you see a gator, I think it becomes a wildlife expedition. That's what it is. YouTube is weird. Yep. I shared your video today with a coworker, Mike. Awesome. Hey guys, look, that's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? Tyler sounds like there's a lot you can talk about. There sure is. There's so many things he could talk about. He just needs to not worry about what the rest of the world wants, because you're never going to figure that out. And don't try to make videos that you think other people want to see. Make videos that you want to talk about, and then the right people will find you. Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs just got home. She just pulled up. We can still call her Metz, even if we change the name. She can still be Metz. You are 100% welcome. We're all friends in here. Follow your passion, Tyler. We got raided. I was having fun planting plants. It was so funny. She was just talking about her seeds and planting her little seedlings, and all of a sudden, without even knowing it, boom, got overrun by the horde. It was a horde. The Mongols invaded Venice from the north. It was crazy, I tell you. Can somebody come over and help me unpack my camper and repack it for the rest of the week? I'm tired. You were supposed to be doing that while listening. But no, you're just sitting there listening to me, Mike. Put your AirPods in or whatever headphones you got and listen to the live stream. Lori's on her way. How long does it take to get from Massachusetts, very close to Walden Pond, coming back to the Henry David Thoreau reference from earlier, how long does it take to get from there to the crazy end of, like, almost the beginning of the Mississippi River? Especially if you were to go by sea. That would take even longer. What you'd have to do, Lori, is you'd sail down the Atlantic coast, up to Chesapeake Bay, make your way to Washington, D.C., travel through the Potomac River, up the falls, past Harper's Ferry, work your way through the side creeks, get your way down to, I'm just basically mentally retracing Lewis and Clark here. Then you work your way sideways through to the Pittsburgh area where you can get the Monongahela, the Ohio, and the Monongahela, and the, what's the third river? Oh my gosh, what's the third river in Pittsburgh? What's Three River Stadium? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm blanking. Don't tell me in the chat, I don't want to know. No spoilers. Oh my gosh, what is the name of the third river? I can't remember. Most people can't remember Monongahela, but I remember that one. Okay, so anyway, you follow the Ohio River until it joins the Mississippi, and then you take that north until you get to Mike's boat ramp, and you know you're there when you see Sasquatch walking on the side of the river. Keep getting notifications that my iPhone. I just dropped my iPhone. Hi, honey. Welcome home. Keep getting notifications that my other phone, which is my other camera, is down on battery. Want to say hi to the chat?
Hi, chat.
Hey, everybody. Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs says, hi, chat.
Mrs. Winning the Week. I like that better.
Mrs. Winning the Week, you like that better? But I can't call you Metz. MWTW? That sounds like male woman transitioning to women or something. WTW.
How about Mrs. Scott?
Mrs. Scott. Okay. Right. You could be that too. Mrs. Scott. Welcome home. Did you bring home any snacks? I see snacks. We'll look at the snacks later. She brought snacks home. Okay. There's 24 people in the. There's 24 people watching now, you guys. It's up from 17 to 24. Hi, Stuart 2004. Welcome to the chat. You met Dusty. Awesome. Rest in peace, Dusty. At an airport in Houston in 2005, we had a drink together. That's a great story. R.I.P. Dusty. Where was I in the chat? Let's see, where were we? Good job, guys. Maria P. Music for the Lord. Hi there. Where did I see you recently, Maria? I think I saw you in Sally's chat, maybe, or somebody. I can't remember. I know you're on somebody else's live stream around here, right? That's the thing about the vertical chats. We get a lot of visitors who would not have normally found us, I think. Valvoline with a side of grilled cheese. I think it should be grilled cheese dipped in Valvoline, actually. You know what's really good is a grilled cheese sandwich dipped in Marvel Mystery Oil. That's the way to do it, bud. I haven't changed the title of my thumbnail, just a picture, because the videos have been doing so well. Yeah, I know you got that title that's like when the job site becomes a campsite. That's what you're doing. But I never know if I've seen the video or not. I see that title and I don't know if it's a new one or it's an old one. So it's confusing to me. You met Lyndon Johnson. Wow, LBJ. That's really cool. Do you guys think he killed Kennedy? Do you think he was in on it? Like, did he have the CIA kill Kennedy because Kennedy was starting to shut down the military-industrial complex? So he had the CIA off Kennedy, and then he became president? I don't know. I wonder about that, you guys. Lori, did you watch the new episode of Shrinking? That's the TV show with, who's in that? Harrison Ford or somebody? I can't remember. Who's in Shrinking? I forget. I don't know. It's on season 4? I thought it was brand new. Weird. Your face is vertical. Wow, Mimi, he was president when I was born. Okay, everybody knows when Kimberly was born because now she just told everybody her birth range. Your face is horizontal. You're killing me. You're killing me. Sunshine. Somebody got to tell me what the name of that river is. Lewis and Clark. Allegheny, thank you. The Ohio River, the Allegheny River, and the Monongahela. So you would have to work your way over to the Ohio River to trace Lewis and Clark on their way to the Columbia River and the Pacific Ocean. That's not too much traveling. That's nothing. I know I'm dragging my feet because I don't want it to end. Aw, what are you talking about? You don't want what to end? I bet Sally would know, but she probably fell asleep. She is probably still the live stream's going, but Sally fell asleep. If we all said her name at the same time, really, really loud, across the entire country, everybody said it, 1, 2, 3, we say her name, would it wake her up? Let's try it. 1, everybody, you have to say it. When I say it, you have to say it. You have to say Sally with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, Sally. Did that wake her up? Did that get her? I wonder if that got her. Mike says, no, it's Mrs. Winning the Week. And CL says, hello. CL said to tell you hi. I love Paul, Harrison Ford, so much in the show. So it is Harrison Ford. I was right. Cool. I only know that because the thumbnail shows up on my Roku screen. I've never seen it. I'm sure it's fine. No, it's Miss Winning the Week. That's funny. She sounds super sweet. Who sounds super sweet? Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford sounds super sweet. Yep. Hello, miss. Hey, Miss Winning the Week. She should come on camera and say hello. That is not going to happen. That right there is not going to happen. Hello, Mrs. Scott. Yvonne said, hi, Mrs. Scott. Mate, I could use a break. Listen, buddy. You are free to take a break, my man. You know, you are free to go. Put in some earbuds and go pack your truck, dude. Listen to us, and I'll keep you company. I will keep you company while you pack your truck. Lori went for a run during, I think it was during DG's live. Maybe it was Tyler's. I don't forget. She went for a run. These live streams are a good way to... your face. These live streams are a great way to put in oh my goodness, I listen to you guys sometimes when I'm driving. And sometimes when I'm driving, you're doing a live stream while you're driving, which is really weird. I was driving once and Pam was driving and I had to stop looking at the screen because she was driving the opposite direction from me and it looked like the traffic was coming the wrong way. It was really scary. Your face is a snack. Your face doesn't like the new name. I used to make grilled cheese sandwiches on the radiator. Right? We don't have a radiator here. It's too hot in Florida. She gifted 5 Escaping the Suburbs Winning the Week with Scott membership. Did you really? We got new members? Oh no! Laser show! We've got new people getting free memberships because Allie, your face handed out free memberships. Allie, you did that even though I'm changing the name. Oh my gravy. How in the world could you possibly do that, Allie? That was so sweet of you. All right, let's see who got a free membership. Dean Williams received a gift membership from Fishing with Allie G. Jaden Sue, 0428. I bet that's their birthday. They got a birthday coming up soon. Received one. Crodmog83 received a gift membership by Fishing with Ali G. Mr. Splator received a gift membership by Fishing with Ali G. Blake Carrington 7131 received a gift membership. Thank you so much. So hey, if any of you guys are watching right now, chime in on the chat. Let us know you're here. If you're not here, because these memberships just go randomly when somebody does that, they just get shotgun splattered all over the place and random people get them. If you do get those memberships, you get them for a month and it's free. And you should go look at the memberships tab on the channel, because there's some members only videos and posts for you to check out. And I think you'll like them. Some of them are pretty funny. And if any of you were gifted and your membership is running out soon, if you got a gift from all the ones that got handed out by all the cool kids who handed them out over the past few months, remember, it's like less than $2 to become a member. Less than $2 a month. It's very, very easy. So thank you, Allie. That was awesome of you to do for a channel that you don't even like the person who's the host, because he went and changed the name without asking your permission. Just sitting here listening, drinking my coffee. Hey, let's have a simultaneous sip. Get yourself a beverage. Fill it up with coffee, tea, milk, water, Monster, whatever you like. I like diet sweet tea brewed by Publix. Fill your beverage container with your favorite drink, and prepare yourself now for the dopamine hit of the day, the unparalleled pleasure that is known as the simultaneous sip. It starts now. The simultaneous sip, made famous and invented by the great Scott Adams, and I don't apologize for stealing from him. May he rest in peace. We are continuing his good works. Everybody say, oh my goodness, yes. I don't know what you're saying that to. I'll change the title. I'm not telling you to change the title, but if you don't, you're going to have 100 videos with the same title, and you won't know which is which. I got to tell you that. I am warning you. You're going to end up with 30 videos, all with a similar name, and you won't remember which one is which. But at some point, you got to shake things up, man. I can't wait for the morning, Graciela, because, yes, coffee. Same here. Coffee's awesome in the morning. I have coffee in the morning and tea in the afternoon. Brian from Northwest Virginia. He knows. Sally! This is when everybody yelled Sally at the same time, so I'm a little bit behind. Oh, I can drink coffee at night and sleep okay. Me too. I can drink coffee or tea at night. Has anyone here gotten arrested? Not today. I have my ginger ale before bed. Yummy. That means I could use a break. Was autocorrect messing it up once again, and I get too excited and I hit the send button before proofreading. Me too. That's why I kind of rage quit sometimes out of Sally's live streams. I'll do something with voice to chat and it retypes it wrong and I hit send. Especially if I'm getting ready for work in the morning, and yeah, I don't do the QQQ here, guys. So I'm getting ready in the morning, which means sometimes I don't have my contacts in and I don't have my reading glasses nearby, so I can't even read what I just wrote, and I just voice to text something, and I send it to Sally, and then she reads it, and I'm like, that's nothing like what I said. That's not even close to what I said, and I get frustrated because then I try to correct it, and it does it wrong again, and it says some nonsense that I didn't really say, and Sally's reading out chats from me that I never really said, which is rage-inducing, so eventually I just leave the chat. I still listen to the rest of their live stream, but I stopped chatting because I can't handle it, man. It's not great. Yeah, both doing driving live streams was weird. You were driving that one day in the snow, Pam, and I was driving watching it. And like on screen in front of me, your background's going the wrong way, and it was like I was looking in a mirror or something. It was very strange, very crazy. Yay, Allie! Thank you, Allie. That was awesome, Allie. Thank you, Allie. I am definitely behind. It's not that I'm not checking it. I'm reading both chats. But the thing is, I'm just behind. That's all. I'm a ways behind. Just a good ways, but it doesn't matter. This is how fast. I'm going to try and catch up, okay? Everybody, Pam's not here, so don't say anything to her, please. And you guys are using your members-only compass and pipe emojis. Mike, you better just leave. We're going to be here a while. And he gives me a hard time. I do not give you a hard time. I think it's awesome when you go live for a long time. I just have to leave at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights because there's another live stream that I've been attending for 4 years that starts at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights. So I can watch your live stream for an hour, but I don't give you a hard time, and I'm never going to get caught up in the chat if I keep talking like this. I don't see Ali G. I must be blocked. You're not blocked. The problem is we got grouped into two different chat rooms, and so we have people in the vertical mode and we have people in the horizontal mode, and each of them can't see each other's chats, and it's a horrible situation, and we're not doing this anymore. We're not going to do it. For in the future, we're going to be all in the same chat, and I'm not doing this anymore. I got to tell Rob, the Maritimer, about this other conundrum too, man. This is not cool having my whole community split into two groups who can't see each other's chats. That's not cool. Now, maybe it wouldn't make a difference for him because people don't need to see each other's chats that much in his community. They're just asking for help, and they're asking for his help, so it probably doesn't matter. But for people who have a community of people and they're trying to build like relationships and friendships, it's important. Yeah, you guys cannot see each other's chat. I'm running it horizontal and vertical, like she says. I can see everybody's chat all in one place, but you guys can't. So that's why some of you guys cannot see some of yourselves, which is not cool. You're not blocked, Graciela. You're sipping soup. What kind of soup is it? Is it RAO, raw, creamy, thick tomato soup with basil? Because that stuff is awesome. So now she understands. Got it. Okay. QQQ, please tell us you still do outdoor content. Boy, good thing you put the QQQ there, or I never would have seen it, right? No, I don't do the QQQ thing, so don't worry about it. But yes, of course, I'm still going to do outdoor content. I went through the details on what we're doing here, Daniel, at the beginning, and you probably had to go get dinner or something and missed the beginning. So you might want to watch the beginning of my the replay later on. Watch the replay from the beginning where I explain what is happening, and we go into deep, deep detail as to why Ali thinks it's a horrible idea, and it's the worst thing that's ever happened since the breakup of the Beatles. Then you'll put the QQQ here. Here we go. Scott doesn't like the QQQ. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't use it. There's a feature in here that I can filter out specific messages, but I don't use the filter, so I never see the QQQ, so it doesn't matter. That's all. That's all. I'm almost caught up, you guys. I'm not that far behind. Gracie, Scott's testing with two chats right now, if you didn't know. Exactly. I'm doing that. Nana's had that happen, too. Driving, watching someone else drive. It's weird. It's a strange feeling. You just went to the vertical to like it. Well, that was nice of you. What if you liked thumbs up one and thumbs down the other? That would be funny. I wonder what Alan Jackson's doing right now. Yes, he is still alive. He is way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never thought that muddy water ever meant so much to me or something like that. I forget the lyrics, but Alan Jackson's certainly 100% still around, buddy. Driving a Cadillac's what he's doing. It's been so hot in Melbourne, I can't wait for winter soups and all that comes with it. Yeah, your summer is ending. Live, the background of your room seems extremely cozy. Well, thank you. I decorated this office in ways to remind me of a British pub. There's a British pub here nearby that I like to visit, and I decorated my office to remind me of that. So I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Xena GSD1X. If you got a better name you want us to call you, we will call you that. Otherwise, we will call you Xena. You better beat right back, Allie. You better not be bailing out on me permanently, because then if you are bailing out on me permanently, I'm going to call you. We should call you right now. I should call you on the live stream and put you on speakerphone, and then everybody would hear you. And then you'd be like a guest. lost it, but I was lost in all the info, and I kind of fell asleep. Yeah, that's the real answer. It's not that you were lost, it's that you fell asleep. So to answer your question, we will be doing outdoor-related videos. We will be talking our talk and walking our walk. Love you, man. QQQ. I'm going to start putting QQQ on every single one of your chats, one of your live streaming, buddy. See how you like it. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, hey, Deb and Mike. How are you doing? So nice to see you. Glad you guys made it. How are things going? Are you guys still in Arizona? We have some kind of pumpkin called zapallo. It's yellow, and I added white onions and leek. Added breast chicken in soy sauce for flavor. That sounds pretty yummy. I don't like leeks, and I don't like onions. I kind of like pumpkins. I never heard of zapallo, but that's cool. What are you doing in my bar room? Welcome to the pub, everybody. Welcome to Scott's British Pub. What would you like? Can I pour you a Guinness? Can I pull you a Guinness? I'd be happy. Welcome to my British pub. We need the Irish pub and a Guinness endless pint. There you go. See? Do it! All right, Allie, I'm doing it. We're going to call Allie, everybody. She said do it, so she's asking for it. I'm caught up on the chat because zapallo is the Spanish word for pumpkin, so that's good to know. Thank you, Graciela. We're going to call her, you guys. You think I won't? You think I won't do it? I will call her, and I will put her on speaker so fast, it'll make your head spin. And probably her husband's going to be like, who in the world is calling you at 9:35 at night? Are we really calling Allie? Because that would be hilarious if I did. I would never do that in real life. I would never really call her in real life. That would be rude to call.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Are you there? Sorry, I didn't know you were there. How? I didn't realize you were there already. Everybody say hi to Allie.
Oh. Nope.
How much do you hate me, and how mad are you at me for changing the channel name?
I don't hate you at all, and actually I'm pouring a Guinness right now.
Good for you. Have one for me. I'm going to change the name again. I've decided in the past 10 minutes, I'm going to change the name again, and it's going to be called Not Fishing with Ali G. That's going to be my channel. She went quiet on me. She's mad. Allie, they're loving you in the chat, though. Say hi to everybody. You guys, she's pulling a Daniel. She went silent. Allie, speak. Speak. Speak, friend, and enter.
There's
What?
There's a gap. I don't know.
Well, you probably have to turn down your computer. You're going to have to turn down your computer and listen to the phone only.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be able to hear me talking to you through the phone, through the computer until you hang up. But you can hear me through your phone, and that's how you got to. So let's hear. Say, Lori had to drop, unfortunately. Debbie and Mike said, hi, Allie. Music 25 said you should have some absinthe instead. CL says, well, hi there, Allie. And Nana says hi. And Kimberly says hi. And Graciela says hi. And Geraldine says hi. So say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi. She goes like that. She gives her like her sultry voice. She goes, hi, I'm Allie G. Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Allie G. Welcome to Fishing with Allie G. See, you don't have to do a Zoom chat with multiple people on the screen to have guests. You could just call them on speakerphone. Now she's gone quiet again.
No, there's a bit of a lapse.
Your face is a lag. Mike says I should do FaceTime on you. All right, I'm going to hang up with you so you can go back to listening to the live stream on the speaker, and you'll see how much of a delay there is.
Okay.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the great and famous Ali G. Don't threaten me with a good time telling me I want to call somebody on my live stream. I'll do it. I'll do it, I told you. Here comes the Ali giggles. Exactly, the Ali giggles. Hi, I'm Ali G. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're going fishing today. Hit the FaceTime on your phone. Nope, too late. ND, North Dakota. North Damascus. ND, negligent discharge. CM Custom Signs. Good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, and I hope you will stick around. Feel free to give us a name you want us to call you. Otherwise, I'll just call you CM. And what kind of signs do you make? Do you make hand-painted signs that you could paint on the pickup truck that I'm going to buy someday because I want to buy a vintage pickup truck, and you could hand-paint the door on the side? That would be really cool. Or do you make electric signs, or do you make other kind of signs? I want to know. We're going to catch hi everybody, we're going to catch a bass today. Welcome to Fishing with Ali G. We're going to catch a bass today. How come she's not saying anything in the chat? She's gone back and she's listening, and we're getting caught up. Scott and all, nice to see you. Peace and healing. Loved being here as always. Try and start my day 100%. Have a great day, Graciela. Enjoy Melbourne. And we are going to continue to pray for you to heal up, because you are one hurting cookie right there, lady. So, see you later, Graciela. And we already said our goodbyes to Lori. And Sophia's name is Ken, or she's saying Ken in the chat. Hello, Sophia Diaz. Nice to meet you. What time is it, everybody? It's getting to be 9:40. Wow, running a little bit long. That's okay. We started at 8 o'clock, and we are here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're just here to try to give you guys a little bit of encouragement, try to give you guys just a little bit of hope, optimism, strengthening, comfort, encouragement. Regular people feel like you're sort of stuck and like you can't get your life moving, and you feel like you're down in the dumps and wondering why you're feeling so depressed all the time. We're here for you. That's what this group is, this entire community, everybody in the chat. We are going to reframe your despair into optimism, and we're going to win this week. And we're going to start winning this week by winning Wednesday. And Wednesday is pretty much over, so why don't we already start getting ready to win Thursday and win the week? That's what we're really going to be doing. Let's see here. Did I get an answer on the sign making yet? No. Hello, Allie. It's only 8:40 here. Past bedtime, though. Yeah, well, you bet you probably get up pretty early, right? CL could do some sick pinstripe design on a car, and I bet she could do a pretty cool logo, like on the side of the door, you know? Like Auld Brothers Towing and Auto Body. That would be pretty cool. Oh, your headset died. That stinks. No wonder you went AWOL for a minute there. We lost you, but we got you back now. We are here to win the week, 100%. You all help so much. I hope you know it. Of course we know it, Graciela. We know how awesome we are, and we know that you need us and we need you. But hey, this family's here for you, Graciela. We got you covered. We're going to be praying for you this week. Yeah, Mike Adventure Sparks, you old man. Go to bed. Just kidding. He's not kidding. That's right, CL. We want flames on the side. Oh, you know what you can make? Ooh, you could give me the ZZ Top Eliminator logo ZZ, but instead of a Z, you could make it an A for my last name. Be a really cool looking interlocking A Z logo, like the Eliminator, the 1934 Ford Coupe. What is up, Mimi? How are you doing, Mimi Dud-C30? I'm just going to call you Mimi. Is that cool? Well, hey, look at this, man. It's like 9:45 here on the East Coast, on the right coast, so I think maybe it's almost time to call it a night. I think we should consider turning in pretty soon, or at least signing off, because I'm going to run out of Publix Diet Sweet Tea pretty soon. Sunrise with Sally will not be happening tomorrow morning, so don't go to Sally's channel tomorrow at 7. But that said, this is going to be the last time I'm going to have a divided chat room. Because a chat room divided against itself cannot stand. Okay, let's see what you guys are talking about. Scallop edges. Ooh, scallop edges on the flames? Or on the logo? That would be cool. And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thought on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Wow, Kimberly, did you write that? That was amazing. Did you come up with that? Just kidding. I know. That's Philippines. It's written by the Filipinos. Just kidding. I know it's Philippians. I'm just giving you a hard time. Because I know you like it. Because I know you're my friend. Time for bed on the Gulf Coast. Well, wait a minute now. It's an hour earlier over there in the Panhandle. So it's only 8:45 over there. But, 5 a.m. does come pretty early in the morning, right? And that's what time I have to get up and feed the kitty cat. I have a 5 a.m. wake up to feed our kitty cat. But then I kind of go back to bed for another hour, so... Oh, scallops are straight lines instead of flames. Is that what the actual name is for, like, the design on the Eliminator? I never knew that. Scallops. I thought scallops was something that Chef Ramsay's always putting in his food. Seems like he's always making scallops. Your face is a joker, Mimi. Just kidding. Psalms 41-1-2. You can't just tell us a verse number. You got to tell us what it says, Bomb Pop. Bomb Pop, what does Psalms 41 say? I like Psalms 150 because it talks about all the loud music. That's the good one. It's all the loud instruments. And I like that. I got a few messages here in the chat. Let's see if any of them were Allie. No. Okay, no. Good. Nope, just family stuff. I'll get caught up on that. We're almost done. So I'm going to call it a night, everybody. Thank you for all the newbies who joined. Thank you, Allie, for the free memberships for our friends. You don't know about the Eliminator. You wanted scallops on my bug. Yeah, take a look sometime at a picture of the Eliminator car and see if you think that those are the same as scallops or if it's something different. It might just be like fade lines or something. I don't know. No, Mike knows when I say, I don't know. I'm quoting the great and wonderful Derek Bierry from Vice Grip. All right, everybody. Your face is wrinkly. Why is your face wrinkly? Smooth it out. Smooth it out. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a night. I am going to press the button if I can find it. Wait, where did my button go? Where's my scenes? I need my scenes so that I can hit the button to end the show. We have to end the show. So it's been a fun night. I appreciate everybody dropping by. Thank you for all the newbies and thank you for the OGs, the original comeback crew, the comeback club. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to win the rest of this week, so we're going to start off tomorrow strong. Keep your head up, your eyes on the horizon. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you guys next week.